Hey, trying a new video format, new way to do things here. And while I was testing it out, I thought maybe I'd get a few thoughts on what happened to Nate Harvey. In case you don't know, we got a letter today from a student athlete confirming that UB has let go of their strength and conditioning coach for all sports but football, which is funny because over the past couple of years, all sports but football have done pretty well. Three basketball championships, two tennis championships, a soccer championship, two appearances to the MAC men's soccer championship game, but Akron's a powerhouse. Anyways, the letter's pretty scathing, and there's some stuff in there I'll get to in a moment. But if you don't know, basically what happened is some athletes noticed that a job posting for a strength and conditioning coach at Buffalo was posted. So Nate Harvey goes and asks his boss, why is my job posted? And he's told he's not going to be renewed. So he's not being fired as such. For those of you who don't know, outside of the football and basketball coaches, pretty much everyone at UB is on a year-to-year contract. I think the exception, besides football and basketball, would be, of course, the athletic director is on a several-year contract. So, why are they going a different direction? Well, I put in a few phone calls. I managed to get someone close to athletics on the phone who would talk to me about it. And basically, this is at the request of the coaches. And by coaches, we mean everyone but football, because they have their own strength and conditioning guy. So this is on a group of coaches from the basketball and then Olympic sports who believe that their student athletes weren't as quick and weren't as physically able as some of the student athletes from other schools. Now, again, I'd like to point out that Harvey's been at Buffalo since 2013, and in that time, the school's won more MAC championships with those student athletes than they have in the 14 years prior that UB's been in the Mid-American Conference. So I think it's really ridiculous to kind of try to peg that on him. But the coaches want someone who is a quick twitch trainer. And I'm not going to feign that I understand what that means. I don't get the jargon of strength and conditioning coaches. So I guess it's different than what Harvey did, and hence the coaches got their way. And I think there's two takeaways from this. One is that we need to hold the coaches accountable. And by that I mean they got what they want. They went to Alan Green and put him in a no-win situation. Either he fires a beloved strength and conditioning coach to give his coaches what they want, or he doesn't fire the coach and he doesn't fire the strength and conditioning coach, and then he has just told all of his coaches, no, I'm not going to give you what you want. And that's really a no-win for him. So I can't fault him too much for this, outside of saying, maybe if he really thought it wasn't the right thing to do, he should have spoken up and really made them prove their case to him. Second point, and this goes to the letter that we received. I'm not going to tell any student athlete at Buffalo how to feel right now. I am a middle-aged, doughy alumni who spends time coaching my children's track teams. So you guys feel what you're going to feel. And if that's anger, be angry, and that's okay. But keep it focused. The one thing I saw in the letter that kind of disturbed me a little bit was a lot of finger pointing at the football team and some of the basketball team for not being solid. The one thing I would ask you guys to consider is there are 80 football players. No team at Buffalo is even close to that big. So yeah, there's going to be some chuckleheads in a group of 80 people, any group of 80 people. So just, if you're angry, be angry at the decision. Be angry for the right reasons, but don't start to point fingers at other student athletes who are putting in the same amount of time you are, who are, for the most part, getting solid grades and doing right in the classroom, or they're not playing on the field. We love you guys. We support you guys. We'll always be here at Bull Run for you guys. Don't let this whole situation, this really rotten spring and early summer, get you guys to start turning on each other. It's not right, and that's just like wisdom from a guy who's been around the block twice as long as most of you have. Take it for what you will. That's it. Have a good day, everyone.